My mom was incredible. She was a very loving mother. She sheltered us. Like, my mom wouldn't let me play football in high school because she was worried about concussions. And that set up a really uncomfortable conversation with the high school football coach. Because I was like, Coach, my mom says I can't play football because of the concussions. And he was like, okay, but no one's asking you to play football. You're not on the team. You're small and uncoordinated. You're out of breath just telling me this news. You're failing gym. Why are you in my office? I was like, Coach, don't make this any harder than it needs to be. But that's why my mom was amazing. She had the optimism that I could play football, but the realism that I would get destroyed playing football. My mom was like that, like with a lot of things. Like in high school, my mom said to me, she goes, Dan, you need to stay clear of these flirtatious cheerleader types. Because they can be very loose with their morals and might not care about things like condoms. And I was like, yeah, Mom, I'll keep that in mind. As soon as that issue arises, as soon as a sexy cheerleader solicits me for unprotected sex in the hallway, I will make sure I say I would love to, but my mom said I can't. By the way, my mom was right about the concussions. I actually did really get a concussion 1 year ago, but not playing football. I was playing dinosaur with my 2-year-old son. 100% true. I was a T-Rex, and my son was a 2-year-old. He doesn't have a lot of range. And I went to scare him, and I went, roar! And I smashed my head on the bottom of my glass kitchen table. Yeah. And I was Googling the symptoms of a concussion. It said the symptoms of a concussion are fatigue, irritability, and depression. And I was like, oh my God, I've always had a concussion. I called my wife and I'm like, honey, we both have concussions. I do have a 2-year-old son. I love him so much. He's the greatest. Yeah, thank you. If you're a parent, I don't judge you. It's a hard job. But I will say one thing right now, that my wife and I are never going to be those people that bring their kid out to eat and stick an iPad in their face to shut them up. Yeah. What we give him is virtual reality goggles. Which is amazing, because then we can all pretend he isn't there. No, I love my son so much. People say like the craziest things when your wife gets pregnant. Like I remember my one friend was like, oh, you're having a son. How would you feel if your son wanted to be a woman? I'm like, well, first of all, I'm going to love him no matter what. And second of all, there's so many worse things that my son can say to me than, Dad, I think I want to be a woman. Like, Dad, I think I want to play lacrosse. I'd be like, listen, son, no daughter of mine is going to play lacrosse. But you don't know what type of like parent you're going to be. Like I remember when my wife first got pregnant, she signed me up for a class. It's a real thing called Dad Boot Camp. It sounds like a gym class. I dressed for a gym class. It wasn't. It was a bunch of expecting fathers sitting around a table learning what it's going to be like to be a new dad. And it did not go well for me from the start. Because the teacher comes out and he goes, all right, let's go around and say the one thing that scares us the most about being a father. Dan, you go first. I said, all right, what scares me the most? I love doing stand-up comedy. I feel like having a baby might mean compromising my dream, maybe even like losing that feeling that makes me feel unique. And then the next guy went and he goes, yeah, I'm mostly scared of my baby choking on food. I was like, oh, I shouldn't have gone first. The problem is with that story is that I was too honest. That's the problem. Like you can't be too honest at times. Like, you ever say something so honest you even surprise yourself? Like the other day I had a really big show, important people in the audience, and my friend comes backstage. He's like, "Hey man, you ready? Big show. You nervous?" And I was like, "Please." I was born nervous. expect that to come out. I love that you laugh at that. That's why I love stand-up comedy. It's the one profession you can just admit that you're nervous and everyone's just on board with it. You can't do that in any other profession. You can't be like a pilot. I come over the intercom like, yeah, we're gonna start a descent into Boston and I'm nervous! I don't know guys, I don't have a good feeling about this flight. They say turbulence isn't scary, but why does it feel scary from the cockpit? You can't be a nervous pilot. You also can't be a cocky pilot. No one wants that. Like, yeah, we're starting our descent into Boston, and yo, I'm gonna land the shit out of this. I'm sitting there like, you just landed normally? I have a connected flight. I do get nervous about things. I get anxious about things. I get nervous about losing my hair. Why are you laughing at that? No, true story. I found out I was losing my hair back when I was single from my Italian barber, Tony. That's how I found out. He was cutting my hair, and he stops halfway through the haircut, and he goes, whoa. Hey, Dan. Let me ask you a question. Are you married? I was like, no. You should get married. Like soon. I was like, Tony, there's no rush. And he goes, I disagree. True story, I got a haircut the other day, and my Italian barber Tony found my first gray hair. My first gray hair, which was a kind of a tough moment. Like, I always wondered if I go gray or bald first. And as it turns out, it's both. So that's depressing. And Tony gave me the news like he was my doctor. That's how he said it. He was cutting my hair again, and he goes, whoa. Hey, Dan. I got bad news and I got good news. The bad news is you're going gray. The good news is not for much longer. I was like, Tony, I'm gonna have one of those heads that look good bald. And he goes, I disagree. But here's the thing, I'm married, so you can go bald. You know, like, I'm pretty sure she'll stay. I don't know. Here's the thing, my wife is much better looking than me. Much better looking than me. We don't have to all agree at once. And you know what? I know that, because all my friends are like, dude, your wife is much better looking than you. They say it a lot. They say it like they're scared for her vision. They're like, Gina married you and she can drive at night? How is that? People ask me like, Dan, are you offended by that? Yeah. Like, I get that I'm like a fairy tale story, but there's more to me than married up. Like, I'm good at foosball. Nobody ever mentions that. But I don't get jealous, though. All right, I got jealous recently. 100% true story. For Christmas, I got my wife a couples massage. And we walked in to the couples massage, and there was a male masseuse and a female masseuse. And we hadn't planned this out. And my wife is standing across from them and whispers to me, you pick. It was kind of a tough choice to make in a split second. I was like, do I want a man to massage my wife next to me? What if she likes it too much? Do I want a man to massage me? What if I like it too much? So I go with the woman, her name was Svetlana. She was Eastern European, very masseuse-like. The man introduces himself as Brute. Not Bruce. Brute. He was like this jockey, football playing, frat guy. They couldn't have been different, the two masseuses. So I was like, how is this gonna go? I pictured Svetlana being like, yes, we're going to use essential oils and crystals from the mountains of Zeus. And Brute would be like, yeah, I'm gonna pour Coors Light on your back. Leg it off, it's gonna be sick. So the massage starts, and how do I describe this? There were noises coming from my wife. that I've never heard before. Have you ever heard someone say, "Oh my God," 3 different ways? She was like, "Oh my God." "Oh my God." "Ah, Dios mío." I'm lying there like, did Brute just massage my wife into knowing Spanish? At one point, she said, "Oh my God, Brute, it's like you have 3 hands." And I was lying there like, I don't think one of those is a hand. At one point, she stopped saying words altogether. I just hear, "Oh my God, oh my God, I'm like, please tell me she's having a stroke, because otherwise, this is rough. And in the middle of this pleasure fest, Svetlana leans down to me, she goes, "Daniel, you seem very tense." And somehow, and this has never happened, you're getting more tense as this massage is going on. I'm like, yeah, my wife is having the greatest date of her life, and I'm at a different table. I left the massage more stressed than I came in. I walked out like, thank you so much. Svetlana turns to me, she goes, "Daniel, namaste." And Brute turns to my wife and goes, "Yo, Gina, I'll call you." I'm sick. But I know my plan now. I know what we're going to do. Next time, we're going to call ahead, and we're both going to get Brute. That's the only thing. And how can he massage the both of us? Well, apparently he has 3 hands. So I guess that's how it's going to work. But I really I don't miss being single. Like, jealousy aside, I'm cool with it. And here's why. I wasn't good at it. Oh, that's why I always loved having a friend who was worse than me at picking up girls. Right? That was my friend John. And he's here tonight. I don't want to, like, out him. So let's like, pick up a fake name, like Dabney. That's his real name. And, John is married. He's married with a daughter right now, so he made it through. It was touch and go. We didn't know if he'd be able to make it. I'll give you an example, okay? One time, John and I go to a bar, okay? John and I go to a bar, settle down, and there's 2 girls across the bar. Before we even talk about our game plan, he just beelines it over there. He's over there for 2 seconds, comes back and goes, "I blew it." I go, "What'd you say to her?" He goes, "I walked up and I was like, Vicky, is that you?" She said, "No." So. I was like, "Did she look like a Vicky you know?" He goes, "No, I took a shot." I go, "You took a 1 in a million shot that her name is going to be Vicky? Okay, what if it was Vicky? What would you have done?" He goes, "It's never been Vicky." But I was like, all right, I can't do worse than that. There's still her friend over there. I can do this. So I walked over and I went right up to her confidently. And I was like, "Sarah? Sarah, is that you?" She goes, "No, I'm Vicky." I'm like, "No, so close! I'm going to leave you with this. The last time we did the show was 2 years ago. And right where my aunt is sitting right now, my ex-girlfriend showed up, who I hadn't seen in a long time. Since she dumped me, and this is how she dumped me, it's 100% true. We were on an all-inclusive vacation to Jamaica. You guys were there, actually, right? Right? Yeah, it was a great time for you guys. It was a 7-night trip, and she dumped me on night 2. Night 2! We had to share a room the rest of the trip. On the last night of the trip, she calls me into bed and tries to make a move on me. Sexually. I don't know why I felt the need to explain that. You thought we were playing chess or something. a move on me. I'm like, can I do this? Can I have sex with a girl who just dumped me? I'm sad. I'm like, maybe I could do this. Like they say makeup sex is hot after a fight, you know? You get to be like, you like that? You like that? But I'm like, this is breakup sex after you've been dumped. It's a little different. It's more like, do you like that? Why don't you like that? I just thought you liked that. But I was like, you know what? No. I will not have sex with you. I'm not just a piece of meat that's just gonna have sex with you. And then she said something that was really hard to argue with. She goes, you sure? And I was like, ah, Dios mío! Guys, I'm down, thank you so much.